The poor mother and daughter open their eyes only to find themselves transported into a novel, cast as a top wealthy family's mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Tragically, both were nothing more than background NPC characters. The daughter was the story's scheming, villainous supporting female lead. She turned her back on her wealthy husband and was dead set on eloping with a worthless scoundrel, only to end up divorced and penniless in misery. The mother, meanwhile, had become a hated evil mother-in-law. She obeyed her husband in everything, yet was framed by his first love. She could only watch as the other woman took her place, meeting a similarly tragic end. Just as the mother and daughter fell into despair, a mechanical system voice suddenly sounded. "Congratulations, you have successfully bound the husband capture system. If either of you raises your husband's favorability to 100, you will return to the real world." But having just escaped their impoverished lives, the two exchanged a smile. Going back meant enduring hardship again, but here they had more money than they could ever spend. The pair immediately changed their goal. They would do everything in their power to lower their husband's favorability, make them stay out every night, and spend all their money on themselves. First, the mother completely transformed. No longer humble and obedient, when her husband showed concern, she pushed him away in disgust and insisted on sleeping in separate rooms. She meant to annoy him, but this reverse approach only filled her husband with guilt. That night, he cut off all contact with his first love. Instead of dropping, his favorability inexplicably rose. Meanwhile, the daughter had barely begun enjoying her luxurious life when her husband threw a divorce agreement at her. The daughter decided to play along. To avoid being sent back to the real world, the mother and daughter went on a wild spending spree. They walked into luxury stores and bought entire luxury companies outright. They gave their employees massive raises and spent tens of billions in a frenzy. When the news reached the wealthy family, the father and son stared at the enormous bills and were nearly driven to a heart attack. They concluded the mother and daughter were taking malicious revenge before the divorce, and stormed home angrily to confront them. But an assistant rushed over in a panic, bringing news that left everyone stunned. Far from falling, the group's stock price had skyrocketed to the daily limit. The mother and daughter, who only wanted to splurge and hold on to their wealth, had accidentally made the wealthy family even more prosperous.